Hello.
She said she wants, she can get it. I don't like this part. I'm looking for the information. There we go. I feel like we're so close to each other, to the screen. Stop that! Ew, your hair is getting stuck under my arm too.
Just getting closer.
I have a feeling people are here because they want to see us get high on mushrooms again, you know.
No problem, I love that.
I mean, you know, we don't mind, you know. Big up to Patu. I think it's about time that Patu starts sending us some gifts, you know, some...
Patu definitely needs to send us some
gifts. Okay, let's write it down. Patu, send us some gifts. Can you pass the lady bee out of the sink, please?
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So
This one is mine. Don't try stealing
No.
mine. You, Tracy, you always try and take mine. This is the problem.
She told me she was going to give me orange lychee thyme tequila.
No. That is, it says there, orange lychee thyme tequila. What is wrong with you?
Just want what you have.
No! I got a strawberry guava tequila. And Lady B knows what's up, you know. She saw what was happening last week. She's like, let me just largen the size of the bag.
Like, let me hype them up.
Yeah,
let me hype them up.
Let me just add a little bit of, you know, some sauce to the pot.
Oh.
Okay, Lady B, we see you. We see you.
Let me take off my brace. Oh, I don't know. I just don't do this before the show, you know?
Every week you come on the show, you want to show us that you wear Invisalign. So
I do. Thank you to Dr. Kirk down at the dental studio.
So I'm not bigging up Dr. Kirk. So me with my enough self, right? Me with my enough self say, oh, if Tracy's wearing Invisalign, I want Invisalign too. So I have some space in my mouth and I
just want to say, mine is dangerous.
Yeah?
Mine is dangerous.
Pass it, I live on the edge.
Mine is dangerous.
Ooh, it makes it your split glands black layer.
Mine is so good.
Wow, that is nice.
Smooth. This is dangerous because you don't realize that there's any...
It's a creeper.
Yeah. Anyway, so you went to Dr. Kirk. Sorry about that. I just had to relate a bit.
When I sleep, I clench. I don't grind. Well, in my mouth. I don't grind. I clench. So I fall asleep and I lock my mouth, right? It hurts me so much. At one point I got Botox in the back of my head to loosen it.
You just want Botox everywhere.
No, then I was like, I'm wasting that Botox in the back of my head. Ain't nobody see the back of my head. I was like, no, we ain't gonna waste the Botox back there. Not happening. So I sleep with a mouth guard in that is so thick, and now my teeth are moving, so it is like, it's hurting me. So anyway, I go to Dr. Kirk and he's like, oh, there's a lot happening in your mouth. Like, you know, you have, you're grinding so much, it's wearing down on your enamel, blah, 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 blah. Guess where he sends me?
Where?
To the orthodontist, to the braces man. So tomorrow I'm going to find out if I'm getting braces or not.
No, the Invisalign is not painful at all. And, as you can see, I think I showed it in the first show, which was in November. I think I got my Invisalign and my teeth were jacked up. And it is now a couple months later. I'm on my 10th tray.
In the beginning, is it extremely painful? You think it's virginity?
Why? Right. Anyway, Good Body Megs is here. Hello, Good Body Megs.
Jodi brace face. And I'm there saying to myself, I'm like, okay, well, let me just get, you know, the silver ones because I'm just going to do it. I said, how long do you think? So Dr. Kirk is like, you know, I'm not a braces orthodontist. So I can't really tell you. But he's like, maybe 6 months. And the last time I wore braces on the bottom, I think I only had them on for less than a year. And I was like, I don't know if I can deal with the big silver things all in my... So... I may get the ceramic ones, which may cost. I find out my cost options tomorrow, but my gosh.
Good Body Megs is here. Thank you for joining us, Good Body. We have a couple weeks till Carnival, and I wish you would just give Jodi and I some little videos for my legs and my bottom. Today we've been gymming it by ourselves. We've been doing our own gym routines and our own exercises.
We look like two little old ladies in the gym, just a chat, and we're like, so blah 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 blah, doing bare crap, bare foolishness in the gym. And then when some comes and catches us and she stands there, she's like, hello? Bare foolishness in there. We look like two little old ladies with a 5 pound weight.
It's true.
And we make the noises too.
And then I take the 12 pounds and I put them on my legs and do some like chuk 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 chuk. Oh gosh, it's really sad. But Carnival Day will look great. That's the point.
So someone is asking why Tracy doesn't get the metal braces. So the Invisalign is actually cheaper and it's removable. So she doesn't look as awkward, because I don't care what anybody wants to say. Braces is not trending. When people buy fashion braces, I just don't think they look like a fashion. And what Dr. Kirk was saying was Invisalign is good for like alignment and for certain things, but apparently something is happening with my jaw and my teeth and one bag of foolishness. So I
mean, we can get Dr. Kirk in here if you really
get clear
want
brackets. You can get subtle wires or your favorite colors. I always get hot pink or purple violet. That's what I'm gonna do.
Raven is loving her brace face. Raven says it's the best thing that she did for herself. She's loving it.
Love from India.
Raven says that braces is a trend. She says don't be a hater.
Whatever. Braces is not a trend.
Raven says they are and she loves it. Don't be a hater. Just say Raven.
Stop. Your smile looks better within a couple of months. Don't worry, Raven. Once I put on the braces, I'm gonna be like, trending. Trending. This is the greatest thing. You guys didn't know about braces. So just let me.
You didn't even welcome everybody to the closet.
Oh, right. That's right. So let's start over. Hello everybody and welcome to Tuesdays with Tricky, where we take your mind off of what's going on outside the closet and bring you in here for a full hour of fun, frolic and
foolishness.
Yeah, we did a whole segment.
Hi everyone.
I didn't even welcome everybody.
Well, I just also want to welcome to the party Strictly Cookies. So Strictly Cookies.
Is this mint?
No, it is a strawberry key lime cookie jar.
Oh.
Soft chewy cookies, lemonade, strawberry jam, key lime cream cheese, and graham cracker crust. So this is what we will be yamming.
I think I lotioned my legs too much. Oh no, you can't problems.
Oh.
Suppose we can't get it open.
I got mine open. So today, guys, I actually have a really big surprise for all of you. It is endometriosis. Rasta George. Sorry guys, we have to take a moment.
Long Island. Oh,
Come
this is good.
Close your eyes. No, sir.
I feel like I'm in Florida.
No.
You know where the Floridians make the key lime?
If you like key lime cookie jars
and getting laid in the rain.
Hey!
Have you been laid in the rain before?
The song says I'm getting caught in the rain.
Oh, getting caught in the rain.
Yeah,
oh,
but
sorry.
since you were doing a remix.
No, I was just wondering, you know.
With the clenching. That's all you would think about.
Strictly Cookies. This is great. Yeah.
I feel like we have to stop eating them on the show because we don't talk.
I was just about to say, she needs to send these like days after or days before, because then we're on the show, you're just watching us eat these delicious cookie jars.
Oh man, this is nice.
Soft, chewy sugar cookies. Homemade strawberry jam. Did you say homemade or lemonade?
I said lemonade. Oh, it's homemade. Oh, homemade strawberry jam.
Homemade strawberry jam. Key lime cream cheese. That's what this green stuff is. Oh my gosh, this is really good. Strictly Cookies.
I think the green could have been a little less green though.
Leave it in the fridge, please, and thanks when you want some. Very good.
No man.
I like how everything has that nice little taste right on my taste buds, you know.
I'm going to save some for Scott because this is
Strictly
really good.
Cookies mukbang. Do not save any for Scott.
Why? Why?
I don't just want to be mean to him.
Why? Leave him alone. I'm the only one allowed to be mean to him.
No, that's not true.
Who else
That's
is
not
mean
true.
to Who else is mean to Scott?
Me.
And I can be
I got carried away with the green. You know, I didn't want to say anything. The green really wasn't my favorite color, so I thought immediately when I saw it, I was like, oh, it must be something mint. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's like a Grinch jar, you know? But it's a green of the lime. Carnival body you know, Megs, little old ladies.
Alright, Megs. Last spoonful for Megs. Last spoonful for Megs.
Okay.
Megs just so. This is for the batty cheeks.
Okay. And then tomorrow we'll go in the gym and we'll be like, whoo, whoo, whoo. Bare foolishness.
I know. Okay, Meg, that's it. Last move for Carnival.
Okay.
Guys, that was definitely one of my favorite cookie jars. But next,
you like lime.
I love lime and lemon. But I did say to her that can we have a grasshopper pie cookie jar next time?
Oh, with the mint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so that will be for you.
Okay.
But guys, please go over to Strictly Cookies and order your cookie jar. I'm not lying, guys. First of all, I don't lie. Period. And this is a really good cookie jar.
It was a good cookie jar. But what do you mean you don't lie?
I just don't lie. Like, it's not something I do. Like, some people lie. You can be like, oh, that person lies, they're a liar. I'm not.
No, people wouldn't call you a liar, but I can definitely recall quite a few times when you've lied.
Like what?
Shut up. I hate when you ask for receipts.
Because I don't. The last time I lied was when I got you over to my house for your birthday party. That was a surprise. You came over with the ugliest doodle braid ever, and then was like, why is everybody over here? Remember that, Winnie?
I didn't know. You were like, oh, come to my house. No, Ray, you were saying something about the, oh my gosh. So log on to their page, Strictly Cookies, on Instagram, and you will see their cookie jar of the month. And then you can either DM her, there's an email there, and there's information there on how to order, and you can see what is the cookie jar of the month.
And I just wanted to say, also, cookie jars are great if you're having events like weddings and you want to give them a giveaway, birthday
they do like
parties.
a little smaller one.
Yeah.
So this looks like a 6-ounce container. You get like, I think, a 4-ounce jar.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine you go and like in your place card is on this jar. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea.
You should
Let's
tell
tell
that
Carly
and Lena.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Great. Okay, guys. Sorry, I had started talking about something else before. Oh, endometriosis month. So, March is endometriosis month, and so we have the very
Can we answer that first?
What?
Shouting. Matrix says, how come y'all love Carnival so much but never show any interest in Brazil Carnival, the biggest of them all? Is it because it's lacking soca? So, this is 10 ounce. So,
can we get to that after? I'm trying to do the whole doctor and
yeah, but we're not going to remember after, and Matrix is shouting.
Write it down. Matrix, we're trying to introduce a doctor. He's on time, and he has things to do. So we'll write that down.
Can you shout at us after?
We'll shout at you after.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Tracy.
So we have the pleasure of hosting here on Tuesdays with Tricky, Dr. Andre Williams. Dr. Andre Williams is very, very, very... What's it called? Why am I losing my words? I want to say badged up, but that's not the
badged
word.
Up?
Mm-hmm.
Like he has a lot of badges?
Yeah, like
acclaim. No.
Accreditation.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Andre Williams is extensively trained as a conventional oncologist. He has received an international award from the American Society of Clinical Oncology for his work in a developing country. He then did further international training in proven nutrition and wellness strategies. Dr. Andre is certified in advanced prolozone TM techniques as well as European healing injections, otherwise known as neurotherapy. Building on his training across the world, Dr. Andre has pioneered an innovative approach known as the Naval Reset technique for women who suffer from pelvic disorders, including period pain and endometriosis. He has sent us a list of all of his qualifications and awards, and it is very, very, very extensive. And he was... Oh, hey.
Hi, Dr.
He's also the only doctor in the world to have two things. It was the only doctor in the world to have, I forget the name of them.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You have enough things. Hi, Doc. Welcome to the show.
What's up, ladies? You guys are hilarious.
We'd like to think so, So it's endometriosis month, and there's times where we do hear about endometriosis, but what exactly is endometriosis and how does it affect a woman?
Yeah, so I think nobody really knows what it is, but we know what it does. So the lining of the uterus of a woman is known as the endometrium. And as we all know, we're all adults on the show here. We know that every month is supposed to change and a new thing should come up. What happens in endometriosis, at least the manifestation that we see, is that somehow some of that lining gets dislodged and shows up elsewhere in the body. Mm. So it can show up somewhere else in the pelvis. Uh-huh. It can show up near to the rectum, which is a bowel. Some people have actually seen it show up in the lungs. We're not really so sure how. But I think the main thing about endometriosis is that, one, it's really hard to diagnose, because to diagnose it, the doctor has to actually go into the pelvis or the belly and look to see it. And two is that the most common way it presents is lots of period pain.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that sounds.
Yeah.
So when you say go into the belly, can that be done laparoscopically, or that's a cut?
Yeah.
Laparoscopically.
Yeah, usually it's done laparoscopically, but I think the first thing we need to get out of the way is, first of all, I'll ask you guys, you think period pain is normal?
Well, yeah, when I used to have a period, I thought that you're just supposed to have period pain. It's just a part of a period.
You know, I didn't really have period pain. I just got like really bitchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't wear off,
Yeah, so that's the first question we have to ask ourselves whenever we talk about the endo, which is period pain normal? Mm-hmm. Because for me personally, I didn't realize just how many family members I had, female family members I had, who were affected by period pain. Mm-hmm. Being a naive guy, growing up around mommy, sister, auntie, and you didn't really quite pick up on it until I started doing some of this work, which I actually started doing by accident. I was learning something else, and the doctor said to me, "Hey, you want to learn this treatment for period pain?" I said, "Well, no, actually I don't. I want to stick to my field." And he said, "Well, since you're here all the way from Jamaica, just learn it and see what happens." And I did not realize, for example, what you just said is so true. Most people, Jamaican women in particular, culturally will say, mother talking to daughter who is having her first period, you're going to have pain. And so immediately, two things happen. One, there's an expectation of pain. And two, there's a minimization of the significance of the pain. And yet, so many women with endometriosis, one of the most common features is period pain, which we accept as normal. Mm-hmm. So by normalizing it and expecting it, what we're doing is limiting the likelihood that we're going to find women who truly have endometriosis. Make sense?
Yes, yeah. Yes, absolutely. So, the lining of so endometriosis is the shedding of the lining of the womb, and then that shedded womb is found in weird places. That's what endometriosis is.
So then, okay, so like sometimes when I'm having my period, right, I will feel like, a sneeze, and then there's this like warm clot that passes. Is that the clot that would be found elsewhere in the body, and then because that detached tissue is dead and it's somewhere else in the body, it's causing this pain known as endometriosis?
Good question.
Yeah, that's actually a great question, and I'll answer it this way. Yeah, good job. I'll answer it this way. Have you ever thought about just how many instructions need to go from the brain to the pelvis every time you have your period?
Never really thought about that.
Me neither.
Exactly. So that's really the best way to answer the question, because to have a period, what the body has to say is, okay, listen, you released an egg from the ovaries, that's one area, mm-hmm. but there was no fertilization, so let's allow the egg to go. So the ovaries get a signal, say, hey, that egg never worked, make another one. Uterus get a signal, shed, all right? But at the same time, there are other parts of the body that need to get a signal. So, for example, every time you have a period, you'll notice that some women notice that they have changes with their breasts. Mm-hmm. Because the assumption is by the body, there's going to be a need to breastfeed. So let's get the breast ready as well. So there's a whole lot of different things that have to happen at precisely the same time for you to have what I call a successful period.
Mm-hmm. Right.
In my experience, endometriosis and other pelvic diseases really is just a lack of coordination between all the signals.
Right.
Yeah, so the uterus not really working and listening to what the ovaries are saying. The ovaries not really paying attention to the uterus. The breasts are somewhere else doing something else. And the brain is saying, hey, you guys need to get it together, but they never do.
Sounds like
and so
you have time.
No, I'm not.
You get over here. What are you doing? Sounds like my house at dinner time. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. So what happens is you have this confusion every time, and eventually that creates loopholes and gaps for things to just go awry.
Right.
I think, generally speaking, we still don't really know why all of this gets crazy, but I have a working theory that I think you'll enjoy. You want to hear it?
Yes. We love theories.
All right. So here's my theory. I believe that the little space between a woman's navel and her pelvis is a sacred space.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Now, in my experience, if there's a sacred space, I do a lot of energy medicine, for example, and I believe that energy there is precious. I believe that if the woman experiences a perceived or real violation of that space, then what happens is there's an energy shift or an electrical voltage shift in that area, which causes everything to just go haywire. So far, I think I've been right about 99% of the time in women who have endometriosis. And the key word there is it doesn't have to be a real violation. It can be perceived.
Mm-hmm.
So you would know, Jamaica, you're both Jamaicans. So we know the Jamaican grandmother who get bad news, get a phone call, boy, something happened to Johnny. The first thing you're going to do is hold your belly bottom. That's what we say in Jamaica. You hold your belly bottom and your ball. Why you hold your belly bottom? Why not hold your head like men do? Why not hold your elbow? Why belly bottom? And my thought is there's an energy flow right there at that moment that's so overwhelming that she has no choice but to hold it.
Yeah.
In the same way, if there's a perceived violation, even in a young woman, and there's a sudden change in the energy in that area, I believe it causes all the organs to start behaving abnormally.
Okay. So, wow. This is, you know what?
So
I really love.
I'm not ignoring the PCOS. We'll touch on that a little bit. But when you're doing this, what exact is this? A massage? Is this like light a candle, sing a song? What is this therapy?
All right. So the therapy that I use is built on an almost 99-year-old German technique. This technique is known as neural therapy, NEURAL therapy. All of us on the call are old enough and young enough to remember when you used to go to the dentist, when they're going to extract the tooth, in Jamaica we say they cocaine it. Remember that. That drug that they used to use was actually called Novocaine, not cocaine, but we call it cocaine.
I used to get Novocaine a lot to numb. Dr. Foster.
Exactly. So that same drug, we don't really use it as much anymore because the dentist found that it didn't last as long as it really could have. And so to get that drug, I have to actually import it. But the Germans realized that the reason why it didn't numb your mouth as much as it could was because the body loves to use it to make vitamins. So it's actually a healing medication, which most people didn't know until the Germans discovered it. And so neural therapy uses procaine, otherwise known as Novocaine, in various spaces around the body, not for its numbing effect, but it's for its healing effect.
Right. So you rub it or you inject it?
Inject it.
One shot or like multiple shots, like making a pattern, or depending on the person, the pattern?
Well, you guys are good. So
not bad, we're having a good day today.
Yeah, so what happened was I kept going to workshops overseas trying to understand what doctors were doing for my core specialty, which is cancer. And like I said earlier, for some reason, they would always say to me while I'm training, hey, I have this little thing I do for pelvic pain. You want to learn it? And what happened was I trained with about 3 different doctors who were leading the charge in kind of getting neural therapy back on the forefront. But all of them were treating pelvic pain in different ways. And none of them was getting like a really good success rate. But it just so happened that I trained with all of them. So when I came back to Jamaica each time, I kind of sit and think, and I said, wonder if I did what I saw the first doctor do in combination with what the other 2 doctors did.
Right.
And I decided to try it on a patient who was desperate. She was like in stage 4 endometriosis, which means really severe. And the doctors had basically said, listen, you're never going to get pregnant. You're going to be on painkillers practically every day. So she was having pain even when she wasn't having period. And she said, Doc, just try something for me.
Yeah.
And so here we go. We did it for her. By the time she got up off the bed, she was out of pain. And within a month, she called me to say, hey, I'm not seeing my period. I said, okay, well, no big deal. She said, no, like, Doc, I'm not seeing my period. I said, all right, do the test. Did the test, pregnant within one cycle, now has like a 2-year-old baby boy.
Wow, this is. I want you to say something, but you can't talk because you're gonna miss up my point. This is crazy, Doc. I actually wrote down Matrix Reloaded says spirituality mixed with science. That's only the best, and I want to agree because I feel like there's science gives you one thing and spirituality gives you another. So when you mix them together, then like I feel that you get to the heart of the issue. So
Precisely.
What I want to ask you right now, so it's Novocaine that you're injected into the sacred spot, right? Yeah. So the Novocaine that you're injecting into the sacred spot, you said that the body loves Novocaine to make vitamins. So
Correct.
The Novocaine is actually helping with the pain, but then the vitamins are going in and helping with the endometriosis. That's what's happening.
Precisely.
So, but what is the treatment? But you're just repeating what I said. Your question was not that good.
You didn't let me finish.
Well, I just want to ask. So, in this treatment plan now, how often do we have to get these injections? And once I leave the office after getting my injections, do I have any homework, any massages, anything else I have to do, or I'm good until I come back for my next set of injections?
Yeah. So it's interesting. I've done this procedure about, I think I'm nearing 65 times now since 2017. At first, I didn't realize I was doing a procedure. I just kind of felt like I was helping these women. And then over time, I started to develop a consistent step-by-step kind of thing that I did. And the results kept coming back positive. So I said, all right, let's kind of make this thing into a procedure with a name. So I gave it a name. It's called the Naval Reset.
The Naval Reset, okay.
Because most of neurotherapy is done in the region of the belly button or navel. And so far, I've found that at a very minimum, the women get significant reduction in pain. That's a very minimum. And usually I only do it once.
Ever?
So I do the procedure, ever. Believe it or not.
One and done? And then the treatment, the procedure probably takes what, like about 15 minutes?
Less. I have to do 15 minutes. The reason why I have to do 15 is because, like you're experiencing right now, it sounds too good to be true. It involves needles. Most women are kind of nervous when they're just coming to the office. It's a bedside procedure. There's no need to put you to sleep, nothing like that. It's just about knowing exactly where to inject the Novocaine. Most of it is under the skin as well. And initially, the ladies are pretty tense and nervous. But after a while, they're like, whoa, this feels great. Like, keep going, Doc.
Yeah, they're getting immediate relief. Yeah.
All right, so we have a few people who just joined us, specifically Morgan, who is late. So it's Endometriosis Awareness Month. So we're speaking to Doc, and he has this amazing procedure that can help women with not just managing the pain, but also helping to almost heal their endometriosis. And then we want to kind of touch on now that Morgan has now been welcomed to the show and she's running very late. How does endometriosis affect PCOS and fibroids? Let's touch on the PCOS first.
Yeah. So my personal experience, first of all, I should point out, I am a medical doctor. I'm fully trained, both undergraduate and postgraduate.
We could tell from the chair, sir.
Yeah, I got the chair just to prove it.
We could tell from the chair, That's that special blue color of that wall. You never needed to say it, It's a special blue that Sharon Williams only lets doctors buy. And that chair, you never needed to say it, Doc. We know. We can see it. You're good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but oh my God, I forgot the names. I know it's Jodi and it's Trix.
Tracy.
Yeah, so I know you made a comment earlier about mixing spirituality with science, and I'm a person of faith as well. So even though I have my medical and scientific approach, I do recognize that this is some aspects of disease, most aspects really, are more than just a scientific approach. Yeah, so to answer your question, I believe that over the years as doctors, we've gotten really good at giving things names. but not necessarily good at finding the root causes. So what that means is the question you asked earlier was, what's happening with endometriosis, PCOS, fibroids, pelvic pain syndrome, you name it, women who unfortunately have pain during sexual intercourse. And my personal belief is that at the root of all of this is one common root, which is the nervous system or the energy system or whatever you want to call it has a deficit or a short circuit. And it's just manifesting in different ways, which we quite correctly call different diseases, but with the same causative agent at the root.
I get that.
Yeah. So then what happens is, instead of trying to figure out, okay, well, I have PCOS and I have endometriosis, so, we need two different treatments. What if the treatment at its core was the same, which is to regulate the nervous system or assist the body to regulate better and allow the body to do the additional work of healing internally? Yeah. So the only variation that I've found between the different diseases is sometimes there's a nutritional component. So, for example, a lot of our Jamaican women are low in iodine, which is a whole other discussion. And when you start to give them the iodine again, almost all of their problems start to disappear in that region. And then there's a lot of sometimes emotional stress involved as well. So if we pull all those three things together, nutritional, emotional, and the neurotherapy work, most of the women experience significant improvement, not just in their pelvic health, but even in their overall lifestyle, their relationships with others, their relationships with their partners. Performance on the job is another big thing, because when you have to miss work every month for 5 days, that's kind of a bummer, to say the least. And so I'm so happy personally to see how many women have essentially regained their lives.
Yeah.
It's something I didn't set out to do, but I'm so happy that I stuck with it. And that's why I'm here today as well, just to talk about it a little bit. Because it's really more than just pelvic pain. It's a lot more, as I'm sure you both know. Everyone here on the call probably knows somebody whose life is totally messed up every month just because of this thing.
Dr. Andre Williams, it's so interesting that you should bring up that there's a main root that is causing many different diseases and illnesses. And we had a guy on the show, Gregory, who also spoke about sleep and how important sleep is for good body functions. And as you were listing off all of the things that are important for us to get, I thought, wow, it's super important we get sleep. So I'm going to actually send you over his link, because he has a book out, and I'm sure doing all of your research, it might help you to further even get more results from your studies. It's so interesting that you have been working so hard on this to find a cure for women that are suffering every single month,
and for a few days every single month, because I find with a period it's not just a one day thing, or but I must say that I need to give you kudos, because I find talking to a man about a period can sometimes be not only just awkward, but I kept even when I talk to you know what I mean, and I'm like, no, you don't, but you're still you just speaking to is very easy, and it's very like you've done your research so you can answer the questions, but you're still very sympathetic to the fact that I may be in pain, but you're willing to help me. And so I just wanted to kind of big you up for that. And Nat Palmer, I don't know if he's your friend or if he's your patient, but she can't stop big you up in the comments.
That's his hair, but
that's his hair. She says you are the real deal.
Wait, Natalie, how are you doing? Oh, what a blessing.
So from what we've learned in speaking with Gregory and now speaking to Doc, is that basically, yes, our bodies are temple, but it's like an apartment building as well, and each floor each brick has to be laid properly, or else it's going to be a folly house and there's going to be problems. And I don't think that on a whole that we take our bodies seriously, that we listen. I find especially as women, we're always going, whether you have children or not. I find that women, we take on way more than we need to, and I think that this is a big problem. So I heard you were saying earlier about the Novocaine turning into vitamins that the body needs. Would you say then a way, you know, as like a basic starter pack, or for to kind of avoid all of this, for maybe for a woman or a young girl to start off on some vitamins, and maybe what do you think of ashwagandha? I'm having a thing with mushrooms right now, Doc. You're just gonna have to, you know, deal with me on my mushrooms right now. But what would you think about starting off on a vitamin plan, and which vitamins do you feel would be the ones that you would recommend?
So I should mention that in addition to the kind of weird stuff that I already do with like neurotherapy and so on, I also got trained in muscle testing. I'm sure you guys know muscle testing or kinesiology.
Yes.
Yeah, right? So it's a way of trying to figure out exactly which supplement would be best for which patient. So every single patient I see is treated on their own merit. Having said that, though, the point I was making earlier about iodine is a really significant one for our Jamaican women, because if a woman is deficient in iodine, it means
iodine?
that
Salt? Iron?
Iodine, it's in salt, but it's mostly in seaweed. You know, say Jamaican man said the sea moss. Jamaican women have only recently gotten into sea moss jet. So when women are low in iodine, it causes the ovaries, the uterus, the breast, and to a lesser extent the thyroid to start behaving abnormally, which again plays into what you discussed earlier, which is PCOS, because polycystic ovarian syndrome. And when those organs are low in iodine, they develop cysts. So we've been telling our women that, oh, you have a little cyst on the ovary, that's normal, when in fact it's a sign of iodine deficiency, and our men are the ones taking in the Irish moss. So generally speaking, if a woman is low in iodine and she then goes on to give birth to a female child, almost 100% of the time, that daughter is going to also be low in iodine.
Right.
So when that daughter hits puberty, what do you think is going to happen? Same thing. Low in iodine, ovaries start to act up, breast start to act up, uterus start to act up, period pain, and on and on and on. And I've actually met whole families where auntie, mommy, 2 daughters, niece, cousin, everybody have iodine deficiency. And I said, all right, all of them come in the office one time, let me show you how to take the iodine. Everybody takes it, and all of their symptoms totally gone. So that's a whole family right there that's restored just because of a simple mineral.
So, and also too, that maybe you could mention seaweed snacks. You know,
exactly.
Sushi. My kids, when they have the sushi, I like them to have the seaweed part of it, and they have the seaweed snacks as well. So, you know, that's a prevention, or to encourage your kids.
Just the seaweed moss is good about sushi. Your pocket tally, man.
You can buy the sheets.
For the rest of us, we can just have some Irish mash. Okay.
You had a YouTube video about how to make some salmon sushi something?
That was when I was living with you at your mansion.
So, Doc, I think it was Sammy that asked earlier, is it like a one-shot thing with the injections? But from what you're saying, everything is tailored to the patient. However, so far, you've seen where you do a treatment on someone, they haven't had to come back for further injections, and they see relief almost immediately. And the treatment is about 10 minutes long.
Perfect. Yeah, nothing is perfect, so I'm not going to tell you every single person gets better, but, you know, we have one person on the call already who I had no idea was going to be on, who mentioned that I had helped her, and generally speaking, I'd say maybe 8 out of 10 women get complete relief of their pain. And also, what I'm going to tell you is a secret. I hope none of my employees are on, but I work in an office with my wife, and other than my wife, it's all-female, an all-female team. And I was coming to work every day for the past so many years, not realizing that on the days when some of the staff was missing, it was because of that reason.
Yeah.
And so one day they built up the courage to say, hey, you know, that the reason why XYZ usually doesn't come in on this day is because of whatever. So I said, well, come on, man. And we got the person on the bed, did the procedure for them, and all of a sudden I noticed no more missed days at work.
Productivity.
Ups productivity for our entire nation potentially.
Yeah.
Because women are so critical to our workforce. So I was just totally oblivious to what was going on, but it has helped keep us so close to me. That's why I persist.
Doc, people are going wild in the comments, right? They want to know how do they contact you to make an appointment? Because Matrix Reloaded is booking her ticket to Jamaica to come and see you. Okay.
And we will also
Her
put
Majesty
everything in
is
the
also
caption, in
saying
the
that
caption.
she is coming down for an appointment. She is gonna come jump Carnival and come for an appointment. How do we get in touch with you?
Yeah, so my company is called Teshuva Wellness. Teshuva, again, spiritual, it means to return to your best self. It's TESHUVA, Wellness. We are here in Montego Bay, and once you type in, if you can spell it TSHUVA, let me try to type it. Once you type that in, you're gonna get, anywhere you type that in Google, you're gonna find us. But I'll type it here nonetheless. And other than that, you can type in Naval Reset, NAVEL, Reset in Google. I don't know of anybody else who has that thing, because eventually I trademarked it. So once you do that, either way, you're going to find us. And I'm happy to help anybody who comes down. Oh, somebody, oh, you pinned it, okay. My bad. So and we offer a lot of other things that are helpful. So you can go on the website, teshubawellnessja.com, and check out some of the things that we do. I enjoy my work every day, and I'm so grateful to you both for having me, because I just want people to know that these things are possible.
Yeah, I think it's so important to us as well, and thank you for reaching out to say that you wanted to come on the show. It's so important for me to let our audience know that there are resources available in Jamaica, and our doctors out here are so crazily well qualified.
And
It is
talented,
amazing.
yeah.
It is amazing.
But
And
we have a doctor, that's able to deal with endometriosis, that's able to do all of these things, and we don't know them. So this is great that during Endometriosis Awareness Month, we're now made aware of what Dr. Williams can do to help the ladies out there, because also awareness is important, because we may not struggle with endometriosis.
But if somebody says it to us,
we can be like, hey, this is what's happening, this is what you can do.
And you are...
And remember, it's not just endometriosis, it's period pain in general.
Right.
No, we're not promoting period pain as normal. Thank you very much.
No. And you are a past campion student, I see. Boy!
Oh yeah. How did you? Okay. I keep forgetting how powerful social media is. Yes. I graduated 5th form 98 and 6th form 2000.
Hey, he's a youngins, man. He's a youngins. So 2 questions. If do I have to use a sea moss gel, or could I maybe use a capsule or a tablet? Does it have to be in the form of the gel?
Yeah. So if you're working with me directly, I actually have a droplet, dropper bottle with precise measurements that I give to all my patients to use.
Okay.
But generally, obviously, the whole nation is going to be watching this replay.
The whole nation. I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
So to generally create a cultural shift, I think women need to have more CMOS in general. So if we can promote the CMOS gel, if you guys want to release a product that's CMOS gel based, who knows?
I don't know what you're going to mix it with, because it tastes funny.
No, man, you can stop a deal with it, man, because the options are no CMOS and have all kind of period issues, or have CMOS.
Lady B, we need a CMOS drink.
There we go. Problem solved right there.
Next week, that's what you say to the Lady B CMOS drink.
Yes, we're going to have the CMOS special thanks to Dr. Williams. Lady B, I hope you're still here. We're placing our order.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, we're waiting for Dr. Reload. Hold on. You see, when you have these fancy doctors' offices, sometimes the Wi-Fi not so good. And I did see a second comment, everybody, with, or is this our Wi-Fi?
I'm not sure.
No, my Wi-Fi is good. The second comment was, it was about another seaweed.
Oh, and fibroids.
No, not fibroids. There was a second thing with, sorry, Doc, yes. I had 2 questions. One about the sea moss, and the second was about, was a question somebody had asked, and I forgot to write it down, The iodine. The iodine, because now, we're getting everybody, the iodine, this is something that a supplement we can buy online or as a starter.
Yeah, man. So there's a particular brand that I use, and I have to import like a whole box of it every time, because I don't trust all the brands. So I'm gonna give you my number for the office, and you call the ladies and talk to them. The number is 787-8197.
Okay.
And of course, you put 876 before. Now we have to specify 876 because there's a 658 going on. What's going on?
I don't believe it. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
So what we will do, everybody, is we will call the office right after this so we can have all the information for you in the caption. We will have phone numbers, emails, Doc's address, so you can go and check him in Montego Bay with an appointment, of course. And we're going to put the link to the iodine that he's suggesting, and then we'll show you, when we log on to your website, we'll be able to see what sea moss it is and out of a dropper bottle. Yes,
And
what?
I just want to say that we can also make an appointment to go and have the naval therapy done. Naval reset done, so that we can get the vitamins to the area of the body where it is well needed, and also so that we don't have to be suffering from pain so much.
Do you have a Kingston office, or do you maybe come into Kingston every now and then to maybe like do a workshop or come and Novocaine?
You know, I've gotten that question so many times, but when you come down to our office, like you see this nice color behind me?
Yes, the doctor
everything has been so everything has been so meticulously created here in the office for you to have an experience. So the procedure is actually known as a naval reset experience.
Yes. When you put the experience behind it, now you know.
I like it. So we
Okay.
can make a drive out if it's go to doctor and then go and eat at the Pelican. Get a milkshake.
Right. Oh, I mean, and you know what you can do to your milkshake to make it even thicker? Add some sea moss.
Yes, girl. Yes.
You wouldn't be able to have that through a straw.
No. Well, Doc, we want to say thank you so much for coming on board today at Tuesdays with Tricky, and thank you for sharing all of your knowledge. Thank you for working hard so you could come up with this experience for us.
The Naval Reset, which is groundbreaking, one of a kind, and you know, especially here for Jamaica, and just being so candid, and also caring so much about ladies and what we go through, and to really, you know, take a look to say how can I help out, how can I make this better, because as you said earlier, this now affects productivity, you know. So this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Cheers to you, Doc.
Cheers to you.
Bless you. I don't have anything to show.
Well, we'll make it to Montego Bay very soon, and we'll have your sea moss special for you. Sea moss lady special. Yes. All right, Dr. Williams, thank you so very much, and we hope to see you again soon, because I'm sure we're going to get more questions, so we'll need to have you on again.
Anytime you're ready.
I thought you weren't answering.
Anytime you're ready. I'm here.
All right, thanks, Dr. Williams. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
That was great. That was really good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I just have to say that it makes me so proud that we have really stuck. I'm gonna give us a little like boots right here, you know, but like that we have stuck to this show to display how great Jamaican people are, all the products that we have here, all the professionals that we have on board, all the Jamaicans that we get on to Tuesdays with Tricky, to showcase them and let you know, and the world too, that, you know, Jamaica will lick up with Talawa, and you don't have to have period pain.
Yeah, I just thought that was a thing, but it's not. So thank you, Dr. Williams. I appreciate you.
Crazy.
Okay, so going back to when Matrix Reloaded was shouting at me. I'm really upset by it, okay?
Matrix Reloaded, you're very active today. I hope you come back next week.
Yes. So the question posed by Matrix Reloaded was, how come we love Carnival so much but we never speak about Brazil Carnival, and is it because there's not a lot of soca? So I believe while both carnivals are called Carnival, I want to separate Brazil zone to more of a Carnival. So first of all, you can't just buy your plane ticket to Brazil and take part in the Carnival. You can't do that. So what it is, it's samba schools, right? And each samba school comes out now in this competition-like display. So if you are a spectator, that's all you'll be. And you will sit down in the stands and you will watch everybody. You'll watch all the schools being judged. So it's not like you can buy a costume and take part, right? So one, you're a spectator. So you have to know, you know, all right, you're going to be a spectator. Me like for inner things, right? And then second, too, Remember, in Brazil, they speak Portuguese. So if they do have music with words, it's not going to be music that it's not going to be a song that I can understand. I don't know how to do the samba. So to be honest with you, although it would be such a great, especially as a designer, to look to see, you know, the great costumes.
And the glory of the...
Yeah, and, you know, I wouldn't be able to partake, and it happens at about the same time as Trinidad Carnival, and I think I would rather...
Jump up, everybody, jump up.
It's the same exact time as Trinidad Carnival, and I think I've kind of made my choice to be, you know, a Carnival Caribbean person rather than head to Brazil to be a spectator, you know, and I think the highlights of Brazil Carnival,
just
we definitely see that on
the samba look like she can't manage that.
No, but if you were to do that samba, have you seen their legs?
No, have you seen their bodies?
That's because they samba all the time.
They are sambing away that cellulite. That cellulite don't even come round, and them just samba. And it gone.
So I hope I can sleep good tonight now that I've answered Matrix with Carnival Caribbean Queen. Okay, she's still shouting at me. But okay.
She's still shouting
at me. Oh, see me. So I hope I was able to answer that question. And I hope that during the live that we were able to keep up with the questions. You saw Trace and I jotting down, trying to, you know, not only follow along, but also to make sure that your questions were answered. And then, of course, if you want us to have Dr. Williams back on the show, just let us know. Let's get all the questions together. And, you know, maybe what we could do is head to Montego Bay to check out the Blue Doctor wall.
Ooh,
you can tell.
Imagine if I sat in the chair. I think I would just gain knowledge.
You can't.
I can't.
No, you can't sit in the chair. That's disrespectful. Those chairs are only for doctors.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to have a PhD to sit in that chair?
A PhD in doctor, PhD doctor.
Yeah.
Doctorate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just sit in that
That's
chair.
what a PhD is.
PhD is a doctorate?
Yeah, but we don't know what the P, the H, or the D stands for.
I know what the D means.
Oh, hit it from the back.
Okay. All right, everybody. That's it for today's show. We want to thank, of course, Strictly Cookies. We're trying to... Well, I'm going to wait until Megs is not looking to have some more of this, because honestly, this
she's going to come on her and be like, you can't wait till I am not looking, but the whole world is going to be looking at you when you the samba away that cellulite.
It's true. Strictly Cookies. No, it's not a good time, Strictly Cookies. Remember when she had the bun and cheese jar?
Did I just roll my eyes hard enough?
She had the bun. I think that was last year. She had a bun and cheese jar. You know, do not link Strictly Cookies.
I'm
do not link her.
Cookies.
You have to link her after Carnival. You can't do this.
I can't do it. What, she, you know what she did? You know what she did?
What?
She dropped the jars off on the window ledge at my house. Okay. So when I came home, Mickey was like, oh, somebody dropped off these. I didn't even know. She just dropped off. She just dropped off.
I would like to be on her PR list. That's kind of cool. Tricky's Corner.
Okay. I had a Tricky's Corner. I had one saved.
Lots of emails.
Okay. So my Tricky's Corner today, I did do one, was the power of pausing. Like, just taking a breath between situations that you know are going to really, really take you over the edge, upset you, or, you know, just make you not have a good interaction with another human being. And it's something that I am trying to do in my life, and it's very hard, but I think if we all did it together,
that's also the dirty girl.
I think if we all did it together and we all took on this Tricky's Corner and was like, okay, let me just try this for Tricky, the power of pausing. So, you know, sometimes people say things to us and like, just, it comes, for me, it's like I feel a fire inside. It just comes right off this edge of my tongue, and my words are harsh and cutting. Like, it's awful. Like, the things I can say. What is it? Napkin? Awful. But I'm gonna start taking time out to pause before I answer, especially when I'm in a rage, or pause before I say something, because sometimes it's not necessary for me to say anything, and other times it's not what I'm going to say, it's how I'm saying it. So I think if we all just take this Tricky's Corner as a reminder to pause before we react, I think that we will get different outcomes in our life that won't make us have to apologize for the way that we acted, because we don't want our point to be lost. You know?
Yeah, true. There are some times where I do need to pause, and I didn't, and it caused a stop. But anyway,
Raven says, once the words are out your mouth, we can't take them back.
which is true. So I need to be to certain people be nicer, but Drew me not nicer. That dirty girl in beat her one fucking time. Anyway, moving right along, come cute like. All right, silence is louder than words. Sometimes it makes the other person think. Think with my fist. A joke.
No, but Jen, that is so true. That is so
Thank
true.
you. And relationship counseling. I think that is one of the most underappreciated
Unutilized.
and unutilized things is relationship counseling. You know, I think sometimes we look at counseling or to speak to a psychiatrist or a therapist that something is wrong with you. And
I think that stigma is going away very, very fast in 2024. I think it's weird if you don't speak to a therapist in this day and age. It is so common, and I just want to say to anybody out there who is seeing a therapist, kudos to
Big up you.
And big up you. There are lots of therapists out there that you can log on to. We had Dr. Chris Food on the show one time. He shaved his, maybe we should have him back.
He shaved his what?
He shaved his beard.
Really?
He had a beard and he shaved it. He looked so different.
We're going to need to have him like as a radio show because the ladies couldn't concentrate.
They could not concentrate.
And then on top of Chris being so good looking, the curtain behind him was moving. So it was like, there's somebody behind the curtain. I said, I can't. See, bring the cute doctor back. That was Dr. Chris.
So cute.
I mean, we could barely formulate our questions.
I know. We had to write them down. I could not stop cheesing off my little head. I was like, hi, Doc. But Dr. Chris Food, he is an amazing doctor, and yeah, we should probably have him back. But anyway, big up to everybody out there who goes and speaks to your therapist to know that there is a better version of yourself that is attainable. And I just want the best mental health for everybody out there. So, you know, get some Patu microdosing.
Agreed. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this week. We hope that we were of service to you. And I did write down, somebody wrote that we are full service, foolishness, wellness, and mental health. And that will be the caption when we post today. So we're going to get everything ready for you guys in the caption. If it's not on the IG caption, which Tracy does that one, so it's not really, you know, full service. But it will be over on YouTube, so make sure you check out the YouTube.
How do you want me to do it so well when Lady B gives us a full jug? How is it done?
So we're going to have everything over on YouTube. And remember, over on YouTube, you can watch in high definition so you can catch the repeat. And you know, if you could just give us like a 2 minutes of a watch over there, because that's how we are able to make our suppons.
What are we making?
I don't know.
What are we making? Suppons?
Suppons. That's where we make our suppons.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much to Lady B, and thank you so much to Strictly Cookies, and thank you so much to Dr. Andre Williams, here representing and giving us some information on Endometriosis Month. And my mommy says she's proud of the work you girls do. Oh, don't hug me. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and we will see.
It smells nice.
I didn't even wear any perfume. Goodbye, everybody. See you next week.
Just a natural aroma.
Just stop.
Sean, lucky.
You're so weird.